Alright, let me start off by saying I'm a very nice person. I haven't hated anyone the 16 years I have been living. I've highly disliked people, but I've never openly hated someone because I've never been given a reason to, as high as this one. So you'll see why in a second. This kid, he's in a class below me. He's in class of 2022. His name is Riley, and he is crazy. So yeah, and I have a lot of screenshots and things to tell you why I would never want to expose somebody like this, but he's given me every single reason in the world to. And the last thing I got a text from him was him threatening me. So let's see how this plays out. All right, so first let me talk about him, like meeting him and everything and how he knows me. So at the beginning of the year, we had algebra and French together. I was in French 1 because I was taking it for the first time, and I was in algebra 2, and some freshmen were in that class. And in algebra, the first day we were playing a game, and we had to share a certain amount of facts by ourselves, and I had to share 32 or something. And he ended up texting me, or he wrote on a piece of paper a bunch of the facts and gave it to me or something later on in the year, and I was like, that's weird, why do you remember all those? So yeah, that was the first hit. And he would always stare at me in French. I'm a really friendly person, so obviously I'd stare back hi, and then he'd do it more bye, it was weird. I don't like it. And then later on into that, I have a lot of people, associates. I wouldn't call everyone my friend, but I am a very friendly person, like I said, so I do talk to a lot of people, and I found out that he was telling people that I sent him news, which is very unlikely if you know me. I'm not sure why he was telling people that, but he didn't have proof, so none of his friends believed him, and they came to me, so nice try, buddy. And I ended up confronting him about that, and he was like, oh, no, never, never, never. And I was like, okay. Still don't believe him. So that was another hint of him, lying and everything. And now I'm going to hop into some messages of other weird things he would say to me before this whole thing happened that I'm about to show you guys. This is just one of many examples, but he would send me so many song lyrics all the time out of nowhere at night. That's weird. And then there was this one time he tried to say he was talking to all of my friends about me, but all the people he was saying I had never heard of, and I looked them up and they did not exist. So he started telling me that there was things he needed to tell me, but he had to talk to me outside of class, and he wanted to hang out with me all the time, but I would just tell him sorry, I work. And I was trying to not be rude, I didn't want to just ignore him, but it came to a point where I just didn't text him back until I would say I was working or something. But yeah, all of this is just tiny examples of weird things he would say to me, and there was so much more to it, but yeah. Alright, and now that that's over, let me talk about where it really comes in. So, one day I have a friend over, right, and we're just hanging out in my bedroom, and I get a DM from somebody, a fake account. It was linen, blah blah, some numbers. It was weird, and he sent me a nude picture and said and then he was like, I heard you're into black dudes, all this. I'll show you guys the screenshots. I have it. I'm not just making stuff up here. He sent me all of this, and I was like, okay, who's this? This is weird, and everything. And then he told me that he was some guy named Trevor or something. I'm not sure. James. I don't really know. And he was telling me I don't know. It was all weird, and I'll get into that. But yeah. So this account had been texting me, sliding up on everything that I posted, all this, for a while. So let's look at that. So here's the first time they texted me on this account, and oh my gosh, it's so inappropriate. I don't even feel comfortable putting it on my YouTube, but that's alright. So anyway, I basically told him I wasn't interested, all that. I thought he'd leave me alone, but after that he started texting me more. And look at this. This is so weird. He would send me pictures of myself and tell me like what was cute about me. And I like basically just got really weirded out by it. So I told him like, get out of my messages, please. Alright, and so after like I'd been getting texts from this account, like not long after, he started like trying to talk to me at school, and I would just ignore him because like I couldn't do it. Like he was crazy. I had like no link between him and this account. Like I did not think like anything of it. I just thought I forgot all about like this account. Like it's just some weird guy. I don't know, like some weird old man trying to get to me or something. Because it happens to a lot of girls, you know, just people make bank accounts. And he had been texting me like he'd see me smiling in the hallway, and right away I'd get a text him saying, "You look really happy today," and stuff like that. Like, let's just look at this weird stuff. And he texted me for the first time in like months, and I'm like, and he said, "You look beautiful today," and it was like, okay, thanks, I guess. And he was like, yeah. And then he decided to apologize to me, and I was like, what is this dude talking about? I wasn't even gonna ask, but he was apologizing to me about something. Obviously, like, I don't know if it was because like he'd been so annoying that I stopped texting him. Like, I don't know what it was. All right, so then after he had been texting or like talking to me and everything, and he had started like signing up more on my posts, I finally decided to be like, hey, wait, I'm not dumb. I think I know who this is. So then he decided to call me dumb because I called him out. But I was right. So that's really sweet. And I already know I'm smart. Thanks, though. Yeah. So then I was like, okay, so if this isn't Riley, who is this? And he told me his name was Sam. And I was like, and he said, I'm a junior, my name's Sam, blah, 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 I'll prove it. And I was like, there's no people in my class named Sam. I'm confused. And he ended up, I was like, okay, so, and I kept saying, like, hey, this is Riley, I know it is. And he ended up sending me the name of this kid. And it had been like, it was like a senior, so obviously he didn't even know what class he was in. And I was like, okay, that's weird. I know this kid, he's like dating one of my friends or something. That's definitely not him. Obviously, Riley didn't know that, or he's just dumb, I'm not sure. But I was like, okay, so I'm waiting for this kid to text me, DM me. I was like, if that's really your Insta, then DM me right now from the Insta. But yeah, so this kid is, he Snapchats me because we only have each other on Snapchat, and it's a DM. Here, let's look at. So it's this DM, and he said this. So this Riley kid DMs this kid named Sam, doesn't even know him, and says, hey, you don't know me, but do me a favor, DM Julia Kaufman, don't mention me. Like, that's, come on, brother. Like, why would he not say something to me if, like, this kid knows me or not, you know? So after that, now I'm like, okay, well, I knew I wasn't dumb. Now I know for a fact that it was him, and he's crazy. And I said, you're freaking crazy. I can't believe you called me dumb after I called you out. Never ever underestimate me like that again. I hope you get your karma. I don't know who you think you are, but please never think about me ever again. You're absolutely insane. This is some psycho shit you did, and I have all the screenshots. Don't try to talk to me ever again. And he says this. He says, WTF, you okay? I was serious. I haven't talked to you in weeks. Like, he was trying to play it off like I don't have the screenshots. So obviously he's playing dumb, so I confront him about the nudes again, and he denies it again. And then he says, and Juliet, I've moved on, like we were ever together in the first place. So I'm very confused on what that's supposed to mean. But I said, I have everything, you're crazy, I'm lucky you, bro, get alive. He said, okay, block me, but I literally have no idea what you're talking about. So I blocked him, and then I get a text from this other account. He says, you have no idea. I said, Ellie, I have no idea what. Like, I'm confused on what he meant. And he said, you really are stupid. You think you know who I am. So I called him out. I literally sent him the screenshot of Riley texting this person. And he says, you're fucking crazy. Because I called him out. I'm so confused. Then this kid literally asked me if I liked games. Bro, that's psychopath language. I'm sick. He said, Riley has nothing to do with this. I have his password. What? What, bro? What? So I did exactly what you think I would say. I told him that. I said, shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my god, you're real dumb. And then he said, I might be, but you are more, so it's sad. Okay, you sound like you're 5 years old. I'm real confused. I said, go be obsessed with someone else. He said, well, block this account. I'll be seeing you soon, quite very soon, if this goes as planned. That's so weird. Like, he's really trying to threaten me right now. Stop. Just stop. Stop yourself. Ew. So that concludes my video. Riley, you are absolutely insane. I hope I never have to see you again in my life. Stop messing with me. Never mess with any other girl. I'm not sure what's wrong with you. I hope you can get over the fact that you had to threaten me. That's a little dick energy. Bye.